So we are continuing our journey, and now we arrive at what I consider the highlights of our day, the startup pitch-up session. To truly move the industry forwards, it's not enough to simply have ideas. They need to grow, they need to develop, and of course, they need to succeed. Today we'll hear exciting solutions from some of the most promising startups, and we have a moderator for a pitch-up session, and he's Jurgis Adomavičius. Jurgi, we're waiting for you here on stage, and I would like to introduce our esteemed startup pitch session jury members. Gitanis Galkis, partner at Superhero Capital. Thank you for being here today with us. Sabina Chochrina, CEO of Lantana. Thank you for being here. Dmitry Sosuno, partner at First Pick Venture Capital Fund. And Karolina Urbonaitė, head of Startup Lithuania. So let's give a warm round of applause not only for the jury, not only for our moderator, but for the startups as well. Good luck to everybody.
I need to check how many people left outside our room. Okay, like I mentioned, in this morning, this session, startup pitch session, is very important for me because I think we need to innovate more, bring more digital and, how to say, time-saving solutions which can bring our transport and logistics sector more efficient, and that our loads can be delivered one day earlier or maybe cheaper. So I am very proud to introduce our jury, and like we discussed with the guys, I would like to give him for 1-2 sentences to introduce themselves, because these guys are very important for, especially for a startup. You see, it's end of the day. It's quite complicated to speak in English. So, guys, I would like to ask you to introduce by 1-2 sentences, because you do a great job for our startup infrastructure. So please tell us why you are so important and what you can bring to our startups there on the stage. 1-2 sentences. Do you have mic? Yes. Yeah, good. Sabina, let's start from you.
Can you hear us?
Perfectly, loud and clear.
My name is Sabina Chochrina. I'm a Chief Executive Officer at Lantana UAB, the leading transport company which is dedicated to deliver efficient and sustainable transport solutions to our customers. So sustainability, efficiency is like a part of our DNA. So we invest a lot to those solutions, so it will be a great pleasure to see what is the new in the market.
Thanks. Sabina, you are not the first time here, and I know that your company or you personally can invest into startup, which you like it, yeah? Definitely. Thanks.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Karolina. I'm the head of Startup Lithuania, and Startup Lithuania is the government agency, and we are the main facilitator of the startup ecosystem here in Lithuania. We mainly focus on early-stage startups. We accelerate, pre-accelerate them, and help them with all these competitions as well. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Karolina joined us. Gitanis, Gitanis, how many years we are doing this thing?
I'm doing this already more than 10 years.
But we are together regarding
maybe 5, 6,
yeah,
yes.
I think so 5, 6.
It's also not the first time I'm here, so it is really nice to see how the event evolves. And there are startups that together with Jurgis we have invested, so they're good companies. They need more customers, so please listen, evaluate them. And I've been doing this for 10 years through different funds and have invested in more than 70 different companies, and you can actually earn money from this, so it's not just a hobby to invest in startups. So that's basically my message.
Thanks. And Dimitri.
Hi everyone, it's first time I'm here, but really curious to learn more about transport startups. I'm from First Pick, managing partner, and what we do, we invest first ticket, usually with the first investor, putting up to €500,000 into the companies and like leading them the way forward. And yeah, I have already 90 startups in my portfolio with the team. So maybe it will be for 91, 21st.
Yeah, so big applause for our jury. You see how rich we are regarding our competence there. And I would like to invite here on the stage our first startup. So to open it, it's very complicated. So Bartek, proszę bardzo, welcome on stage. It's a very interesting solution because when I was walking here around, I heard that a lot of transport companies are inquiring about this. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Jurgi is exactly as we agreed, yes. So firstly, 20 minutes for the introduction and then 4 for the...
Let's do it in 3, maybe 4, okay? Because you are starting. And 3-4 minutes, let's give forward questions for jury.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Super happy to start this session. So yeah, I don't have much time, so let's start indeed. Let's go to the core. Before I tell you what we do, I would like to tell you for whom we already do it. So soon, quite soon, we are celebrating our 4th anniversary. And within this almost 4 years, we are already delivering our solution to over 200 companies, transport companies. Not only in Poland, but in many countries in Europe. And these are not companies who are just, not developed. Yeah? So they have already advanced technology in their planning systems. They have advanced technology in the telematics system. So their processes are already very much electronically digitized, covered with many solutions. So the question, why still such a huge companies or such a developed companies, why still decide for small startups, for small company with a simple solution? So the answer is, yeah, you see some answers behind. So to make it a long story short, yeah, filtering it down to 2 concrete reasons why we are on the market, why we are where we are. I would say it's the first reason is that the main thing we are bringing is the extension of the life cycle of every vehicle. The vehicle is used longer with the same condition. So that's the first point. And the second point, as every single startup company, as every single company, every provider, we need to deliver 2 things. We need to deliver money to the company, we need to deliver time. And we are doing it focusing on the condition of every vehicle that you are using. That's truck, trailer, bus, vans, whatever. So these are our 2 main points that we are really focusing on. And that is the reason that we still can find a place among the huge players. Not only huge players, from really small companies to medium and really the most advanced and huge players of the market. So okay, so what do we do actually? That's the simple thing. That's really the simple thing. It's an application, so let's call it software, however you want to call it, application which is connecting two worlds. World of driver with the world of office. So driver, his task is to report to the condition of the vehicle, answering questions, adding pictures, reporting the condition of the vehicle from the perspective of damages, from the perspective of equipment, and from any other perspective that you want to follow, that you want to have under your control. And in the office you see this information coming and you know where to react, how to react fast. Sounds simple? Yes, this is super simple, to be honest. And that is one of the reasons why we are where we are today. So again, filtering down these functionalities, these parameters here, I would say that these are 3 reasons why we are, I can say, successful today. The first reason is this simplicity. We are simple, and by simple, I don't only mean the product itself. Of course, product must be simple, but I mean the whole environment of the company. The sales cycle, the reaction time, the cooperation strategy, the agreement with the customer, all of these things, we keep it simple. Second thing, sounds basic, but it's not basic. It works. However it sounds, easy to say, not so easy to do. It simply works. It is available. It is working in the right time and the right place. So, and again, it's not only about product. Last but not least, far not least, we are third reason or third point. we are focused. We are focused on a one concrete point. We are not covering the many processes. We are just taking one puzzle out of the many of processes in transport company. This one puzzle is the condition of your vehicle, and we are focusing on that one puzzle from A to Z. We are covering this topic whole, very much complex and very focused. So we are going against trends that to provide the solution for many processes. We are taking just focusing on one. I see the time is missing, the time is coming and going to an end. This is the last part. So where do we go? Of course, as every startup of the company, every startup in the world, at every company, we want to conquer the world. That's clear. But today's message for the presentation today, we are definitely so tiny a solution that we can be part of bigger solutions, of bigger softwares, of bigger TMS, of bigger FMS telematics systems. So that is the reason. That is the way we want to go. We want to be part of bigger systems. But we are also trying to find new partners in the market, expand geographically, finding new agents, finding any new channels to enter new markets. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. So, of course, I think Sabina will have to tell a lot about this solution and needs, yeah?
I have the question. Have you done a market research, and who is your main competitor? Because from practical perspective, I can tell that in the transport it's very hard to force the management to use several different systems. So in our company, we would never choose the product like a separate if it is integrated in another system which provides, for example, which serves as a telematic or fleet management system. So what is your differentiation criteria why the transport companies, if the transport company is your target customer, should choose your product instead using other systems which has the same functionality but also additional functions which is necessary for our processes, instead of why they should choose you instead of using those other tools?
Okay, thank you, Sabina. A very good question, indeed, and no one direct answer to that, so definitely not. So I would say a lot depends on how important is for the company to focus on a specific area, on the fleet condition. You asked about competition. Yes, I think we don't have, however it sounds maybe funny, we don't have, at least in Poland and in Central Eastern Europe, we don't have one-to-one competition. There is not such a company who is doing and focusing on fleet condition and only on fleet condition. Of course, many telematics systems are touching this point. So many big companies, providers are touching this point, but these are one of the points that they are touching, and there are telematics systems that are focused on many areas, in some of the areas very strong focus, so they are also touching the point of the fleet condition. So I don't have a direct answer to your question, what is our differentiator? Differentiator very often comes from the approach of the company. If I want to focus on a specific area, going deeper and going really from A to Z, and to also, of course, it is clear that this cannot be a separate environment, so it must be connected and integrated with the other systems. So we will always work as an add-on with bigger systems, especially in big companies, with TMSs, with Oracles, SAPs, and big systems of this world. So we can be just an extra source of information. I don't know if I really answered your question.
But probably you agree that you're not offering any solution. You're just collecting and transferring data, if I understand the essence of your idea correctly. So, to be honest, I do not understand why the transport should invest and use another tool when it's implemented to the other system, because no one would force to use several different systems because it's not efficient then, and we're seeking for efficiency. And your tool is based only on the data transferred by driver, because if driver do not fill correct data, then your tool does not work. So I don't see it very efficient, to be honest. But
True.
I will bring...
Yes. Sure. True. I don't want to defend. I think our quite good business card, visit card here, I showed the first slide was about these 212 companies today. It's over 45,000 connected vehicles, and I think they are the proof why it works. Because the way I mentioned about simplicity, the way how we work with customers is based on subscription. Theoretically, if it doesn't work, if it doesn't bring the value, each of them could finish the cooperation today and could quit tomorrow. So we are not signing a contract that the company is forced to use Inspecto for a year or two. All of our customers are with us because we give them a value. Yeah? Of course, now I don't. That's a good topic for a separate session and a long session to try to give you arguments, because for each company there are different parameters which are needed, different values which are needed. But I think that really the portfolio of our solution plus this subscription model with a 1 month notice period is a good visit card, proving today very quickly, maybe not going to deeper into details, that what we provided works, and it gives added value. So that is an attempt to answer.
Thanks for the answers. My question is about the ambition, right? So you talked about what you want to achieve, and actually a really impressive lineup of logos. Like I think a good result, you know. But what would be a good result in 5 years? How can you become 100 million euros revenue company?
Definitely a good question. It's always nice to plan in long perspective. So you say 5 years. We are 4 years on the market, so we should plan twice as long as we are on the market. I think our advantage is that today, that was one of the points, 85% of sales are done totally remotely, so totally online. So here I think that it's this scale, boost scale can come quite quickly, entering many markets. So I see it in a huge geographical expansion, which today is only limited by our capacities. So
what's the bottleneck?
Excuse me?
What's the bottleneck?
Money.
Money?
Yeah, I think so. So the capacities that we have today, yes, we have a lot of customers, but because we have a very small solution, a very small app, this app also costs, I don't want to say peanuts, but comparable to telematics system, that's not much of costs per 1 truck monthly. So we need to run more and more, many more vehicles connected to really be able to boost the development and the growth.
Okay, I think we need to move forward. This is how it works. We showed. Bartolomei, thank you very much. I will give you a lead. Company Kevia yesterday was looking for such kind of solution. You can contact via our association members, and they are interested how to solve this kind of solution.
Super. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you once again. Thank you, Reese.
And I would like to invite there on the stage CargoBridge, Jonathan. It will be CEO and co-founder. He will introduce the solution, and I hope we will do in 3 minutes, and we will give more time for questions.
Thank you very much. Hi guys, pleasure to be here today. I hope that everybody is feeling the energy, so let's dive right in. So annually, the logistics industry is accumulating about 1 trillion euro in losses. That's a crazy amount, all caused due to inefficiencies in paperwork, disconnected software, etc. Now, if we translate that into European perspective, that's about 140 billion euros lost. Now let that sink in, because that's enough to power a couple entire countries' economies. So that's why I'm here today, and that's why we're building CargoBridge. So what's our mission? Not just to become any kind of platform between existing players, because there's plenty of them out there, but by becoming the one solution that allows us to connect all stakeholders and systems into one unified platform. Now I hear your question coming, how are we doing that, right? Oh. Okay, there we go. So at CargoBridge, we take an agentic approach. Now, what does that mean? We basically have built 3 core agents. The first one, the process agent. The second one, our compliance agent. And the third, the process agent. Firstly, let's take a look at the process agent. What it does on very simple terms, any kind of email order, Viber message, WhatsApp, whatever it is, you take it, you put it in, automatically understands the natural language and pushes it onto our marketplace for automatic bidding and quoting. Additionally, we have our compliance agent. The compliance agent is put into place to take away all regulatory ambiguities, ensuring that you have all documents provided and supplied to all the stakeholders involved. The operations agent is quite simple, to put it. It just makes sure that the stakeholder for one specific shipment from start till the finish is up to date with real-time statuses and reminders. Now you might ask, great, but what does that have to do with anything? Well, it's 2025, and it's very clear that compliance is here and it cannot wait any longer. Now, EFTI mandate comes into place in a couple of years. What does that mean? It entails that all government bodies, as well as logistics operators, at some point will have to use the standardized freight information. There were plenty of sessions on EFTI already, so I do not want to go too deep into that topic. However, if you haven't started researching it, I'm pretty sure that you're behind, but no worries, that's why we're here. So, where are we currently with CargoBridge? So in early 2025, we actually fully developed our prototype, and currently we are working with early partners. Maybe some of you are sitting amongst the audience here today. And we're very keen on showcasing our first live cross-border transactions by the first quarter of 2026. So who are we? We're a team of 3 core founders, myself and Peter coming from Belgium, myself having experience in SaaS and marketplaces and scaling them internationally. Peter is our CEO with more than 20 years experience in enterprise solutions, leading our tech team. And Maxim is coming in from the logistics side as well with roughly 20 years of experience. So, great story, you might say, but what differentiates us? Well, we take a radically open approach. Now, what does that mean, you might ask? Well, unlike some, or let's be honest, most black box vendors, you're never locked in with us. The core AI stays from the company, but all other code is publicly accessible on our repos, allowing anybody from the logistics ecosystem to come in, build upon, audit, and extend the code, making it complete logistics freedom. So, I'd love to answer any of your questions, and be sure to sign up. Let's start saving, and let's start improving. Cheers.
Okay, Jury, let's start.
Thank you. I'm feeling a bit puzzled because there was 3 different businesses that you're trying to present. So which one is the core? Is it the compliance agent? Is it the system? So what do you have already, and what will be, your killer feature that you're selling today to the audience?
Absolutely. Great question. So actually, it's a little bit a mix of the first 2 that you mentioned. First of all is the automated quoting and marketplace. So this allows any kind of stakeholders to instantly get their quotes and bids matched. And additionally is that compliance feature, because right now EFTI is just coming on, and all of those documents are currently being done manually, right? So we make sure that they are pre-filled with all of the correct information.
How are they connected? Because this sounds like 2 different products, totally.
That's, okay, to put it very simple, we operate as a SaaS platform, right? So anybody can access our code and build upon it and edit it, but we work through a tiered pricing structure and a transactional fee. So people to use our platform, and for a certain amount of shipments, they will get all of these features.
Thank you. So you already have a prototype. What is your go-to-market strategy? What are the next steps that are you planning?
That's a great question. We're currently going live with certain EFTI gates. So EFTI gates are starting to pop around, especially in Nordics and now also in Belgium and Netherlands a lot. So those are our core focus areas to continue with this testing bed and hopefully soon have our first 1,000 users onboarded.
Who exactly is a buyer or user of your product, and how are customers solving this today, and why it's insufficient, in your opinion?
I will try to tackle this question, first of all, from the last part. Currently, all companies are already having certain processes in place, right, to handle all of that paperwork and whatnot. The big problem is that they are indeed not connected, and a lot of things is done manually and repetitively. So there's a huge cost purely on the administrative work, right? This is what we aim to take away, let's say. I hope I understood your question correctly, otherwise I'd be happy to elaborate.
And do you evaluate how you gain trust of your customer, offering some warranties, how you ensure data protection and so on?
That's a great question. So actually on our website we have a dedicated compliance page. We also have our own in-house lawyer. So with that we are currently in alignment with a lot of the let's say EFTI regulations and whatnot, and we are going through certification in the next quarter.
But what concrete measures are taken by a company not only to comply, but also in reality to ensure the security of very sensitive data, which has really significant commercial value?
Absolutely. So first of all, it's important that to know that we're fully hosted in the European Union. I think data protection is extremely important. We ensure complete end-to-end data encryption, and we also anonymize all of the data. So internally, we don't even can look actually into that data, only on an anonymous basis, let's say. Yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think we showed why it's very important to have such type of stages, because to bring investments to start up, especially in transport sector, it's quite complicated because you are solving quite different and difficult problematic what is inside of the processes. Yeah. So thanks a lot, and I hope you will have your MVP version very soon.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Take care. Pleasure.
And okay, let's move forward. So I would like to have on the stage here Vytautas and company Spedlite. It's very hard to come here. Give a little bit more applause, yeah?
Hello, my name is Vytautas. I'm a co-founder.
Special, you got more energy, more
Thank you,
dance.
thank you. I'm the head of Spedlite. I'm a co-founder. I'm 15 years in the industry. And 2 years ago, we have started the initiative Spedlite EU. It's the platform. It saves the time and increases the profits for carriers and freight forwarders by automating some routine tasks. Let me show you the difference. Your dispatcher has the task to book the load for some truck. He spends 1 hour reading thousands of offers, evaluating it, maybe writing the inquiries and calculating the costs of each possible solution. If that solution is not optimal, probably you will have empty miles or you will have idle time for your truck. That's gonna destroy your company's profits, and it's not easy times. So with Spedlite, we make the difference. During my pitch here, we have processed 10,000 of loads. We have done the tailored cost analysis for each one of them. We have calculated the profit which will be involved in the delivering of that freight. And we wrote hundreds of emails of inquiries, and we have read a lot of answers from the freight owners, and we made the indications of price for these freights. So we do the aggregation of different load boards. As I mentioned, we automatically send the emails for you. We read the replies. And what's most important, after everything is done, we highlight the short list of the offers which you should focus on. One of those loads is the best for you. It's gonna do the best profit for your company. With high probability, you can stay focused on that short list. I'm really happy to have these big guys as partners. Some of those are here in the forum, so I take a time to say thank you for the trust, because it opens the data, and that's how we build value, by connecting different freight exchanges, telematics, and tracking systems into one. Currently, we have 20 companies which are testing our solution. They brings back a lot of feedback, and this week, literally this week, we have delivered the Chrome plugin for Timocom. This allows to use our solution not as a separate tool, but to have all the analytic data inside Timocom Freight Exchange. So to wrap it up, we bring higher profitability for you. We save your time. And since we are small, we are still flexible. We can adapt to your company's processes. We're looking for clients who would like to use our platform. And we are still not raising at the moment, but in a few months, we are probably going to apply for European Union funding, and we will need our own part of the finances in these tenders. And we are looking for partners who would like to build something special for their companies. So it's, as I mentioned, not easy time in the market right now, but together we can stay ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Vytautai. Oh, Sabina is already ready.
What is your business model? How you're going to earn money? It is a subscription-based business, or you expect to earn money by taking some part, bonuses from the freights and so on?
No, we are subscription-based. Our business model is subscription-based. We are charging per user of the platform, and the user is the dispatcher, not the company, because companies have really different sizes. A lot of can have a lot of workers, dispatchers, and this is how we work. Yeah.
Thank you for your presentation. Are there any other companies doing similar, like having similar products that you do, and what differentiates you from them?
We looked up really carefully and couldn't find anyone who is doing the same operations as we do. Our main competitor is Old Habits. So basically, the dispatchers who is used to work in some kind of way, we are trying to change the manner of their work, their routine. So the extension which I mentioned is the way to change that routine in smaller scale. We are offering to use it like this, the same way they did before.
And how did you validate then that the customers are going to pay for your solution if they don't necessarily need it right now?
Well, since at this particular moment we don't have the metrics how much we can improve, as you probably noticed, I can say that we are improving the profits, but I never said how much. We need metrics. Metrics sells. That's how they will start use us.
Who is your target customers? And because I can imagine that you invested a lot to R&D, and you must reach a break even when your company become profitable. So you probably evaluated if it is a subscription-based business model, then you needed to evaluate possible users of your product and who they are. Are they, because the big transport companies usually use spot market only to connect contractual loads. So not only the price matters, but also the transit time, the destination. Can the transport company connect contractual roads, contractual volumes with the spot, and so on. So who is your target customer?
Currently, we are still trying to figure that out. But among those 20 companies which are testing now, there is both small ones and the biggest ones, which I wouldn't like to mention, but this is the thousands of trucks in the fleet. So basically, they find the value there, but we still need the contract. So basically, in short way, if you are the user of freight exchange, we have something to offer for you, definitely.
So if you, Vytautai, thank you. If you would put in one sentence, what's the unique selling point of Spedlite?
We do your job and you are getting paid.
Thanks a lot, Vytautai.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you saw, Asta came, so we are a little bit out of time, but it's okay. So now I would like to invite Darius on the stage, but I have very good remark close to your company name. Let me find. You are doing something with video solutions for transport, yeah?
Yes.
It's nice
Yes,
to hear.
indeed.
Something new.
Yeah, and our target market is railway. We're oriented to the railways.
Yeah. So
Not to space, but maybe in the future to the space.
stage
Yes.
is yours.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, maybe Spacenetix. As I said before, we're going to the railway market. And what is the problem in the railway market? Life cycle of rolling stocks in the railway is quite long. It can be up to 40 years. During these 40 years, the rolling stock needed to be upgraded. And we found that around 25,000 locomotives in Europe is 20 years old and without modern video and monitoring system. No real-time video streaming and object detectors. More strictly safety and cybersecurity rules are in European Union. Our solution, what we are proposing, or what we are created, we call black box cargo view, which is real-time incident detection by artificial intelligence, secure data transfer, and easy to install. And how we can use in the real life. Here, like simple example, yeah? That control room, if something happened, can immediately get information and evaluate if it's needed to call ambulance, fire services, or police. Another example. We are monitoring driver cabin. It means if it's something gone wrong, not according to the protocol, driver started to scroll the phone or pick up the phone, how to say, the control room it will be informed about such situation. Illegal action detection. It can be detected if somebody jump in or jump out from the train, somebody did illegal action, tried to cheat or trying to paint the train. All this info can be accessible by data and by location. And maybe what's the unique point of selling our product? What I would like to say, one, but we can use already installed cameras, our device easy to install, control room can easy to access via safe channel this data. And one more thing is that all information is stored in this black box without expensive streaming to the cloud. You can access some accident when it's happened. Market opportunity. As I said before, it's around 25,000 used locomotive in European Union. We are targeting, of course, Lithuania, Baltics, and Poland. We just produced this prototype, and now we're talking with Lithuanian Railways to test it. And when we are tested, this is prototype, get feedback to improve, we'll go further. Our team, with ex-railway experience, me, Mindaugas, who is innovation manager, and Vytautas, who is cyber and innovation expert. Thank you for attention.
Good job. But I think, Sabina, this can be used on heavy trucks as well. Sorry, guys.
Probably, but before, for me, it's not clear. Have you checked data protection regulation and how you gonna deal this challenge? Do you see it as a risk in your business?
No, still now will not see it as a risk, but maybe, Sabina, thank you for just insights, and we will look more deeply to this case. But we think that it's mainly, okay, to see the driver, how its driver behavior, it's according to the internal rules of the company, yeah? Rules of the company. What is in behind, okay, on the rail, it's, and I think in transport companies, you are using some cameras to
inside the cabin? No, because
no,
it's illegal.
Not inside. To look the road.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there is some challenges with data protection regulation.
Okay. Thank you.
And you need to overthink how you keep the data, how you secure the data, and so on. So it's, in my understanding, it's one of the main topics where you should start.
They will connect together with drone and this robot dog in our rail. You heard yesterday on presentation.
I see Jurgis is willing to invest to your product.
Thank you. Let's give it back, Mike, to Dimitri.
Yeah, I was thinking, about. Actually, I was thinking about many use cases you presented. It's about safety, some prevention, then accident analysis, many different stuff. And it actually brings in the position, puts in the position of like service company, not a tech company. That's it. So it's, from my perspective, it's not an investable business. It's a service business. You go and sell, and you go to Lietuvos geležinkeliai, and you ask them, what are your challenges? They will tell you 10 challenges, then you make a customized approach, let's say, a product, install cameras here and there, try to analyze something with AI, and that's it. It takes months, if not years, and it's not scalable to other clients because they say, okay, we have different approach, and maybe we cannot install. So for me, too many different use cases. If you want to scale, and even go outside Lithuania and maybe outside Poland, which is probably Poland more makes sense than Lithuania in terms of the size. So probably then you should then think, what's the use case? What's the actual point? It's like painting on those trains. It's a pain. It's about 20 years old. It's kind of too mixed. We have to make the message more clear.
Thank you for insights. I think that you are right. But what we're trying to solve, the problem which really exists, is it scalable or not scalable? It's another question. It could be that it's not scalable, but there are the real problem. This is problem. The another case, how to attract the capital or something like that. We are thinking about subscription, and we need just money to buy the equipment and to do subscription model. And maybe it will be not so huge case and 1,100,000 euros investment. Yeah, very simple and basic case. But this problem exists. Scalable could be not. Yeah. Thank you for advice.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Let's move forward. And Dimitri, you catch very well because it's happened. It's happened that I think 2 or 3 startups become regular companies, software companies, which got the orders from our attendees, and they live till these days.
Which actually is not bad, just not that.
Okay, so let's move forward. Thank you very much. And yesterday and today we heard a lot about power, about electricity, how we have to manage it, how till 2030 it will be not enough. So I would like to ask Rokas to explain how he will solve this big issue for us.
Hi. Transport is moving something somewhere, but transport itself is moving in some direction. And one of those directions is electric, which is not always exciting. Why is that? Because it has some issues. Few major issues. Grid is limited. Imagine your shiny new electric fleet of buses, trucks, last mile delivery vehicles. You want to charge them, but grid at the location is limited. You have new location in mind, but you might not have any power there at all. And then if you have power, the cost varies through the day. So when you need it the most, it might be quite expensive. And you might not want to have an electric vehicle fleet, but you might be forced to do in coming years. And then when you have everything in place and it should work, sometimes it doesn't, because supplier from the east did not comply with the standards from the west. And if you're a person charging a car, bad for you. But if you're a company running a fleet of buses, that's horrible for your business and your customers. If you're a charge point operator and someone fails to charge at your charge point, it is highly likely that person or that company is going to go to competitors and not come back. You might say, well, let's build solar and we're going to have enough power. I would argue solar is a problem, not a solution, because you're going to have most of the power when you least need it, and you're going to have to sell it at a loss only to buy it back at a higher cost in the evening when you need to charge your buses. So what do we do about this? Batteries, electric vehicles, renewables. How do we solve this complex problem? And answer lies in the picture. There's the battery. It's a huge battery that can store energy and release it when you need it. But it's only a container. It doesn't do anything on its own. It's a great hardware. But what you need is a unified software. And that's what STUART does. It allows you to monitor, control, monetize EV charging operations. It allows you to connect to renewables, to batteries, control them, monitor them, and allows you to use the batteries to balance the grid and earn from that as well. So if you have surplus of solar energy, store it in a battery, use it when you actually need it. If you don't have PV, charge the batteries when the grid is at its cheapest. Use the battery to increase your resilience from the blackouts. and use the software to comply with the standards required for large-scale projects. Don't take my word for it. Go stuart.energy/calculator and calculate how much it would cost to run your EV fleet today. I've talked about excitement at the beginning and the loss of it, but there's lots of great technologies coming up. There is plug and charge. There is renting your electric vehicle battery to the grid. There is wireless charging roads, virtual power plants. And if you trust today's technology for the Stuart Energy, we'll make sure that tomorrow's technology is going to be in your hands. This is Stuart Energy. My name is Rokas Endziulis, and let's build your energy edge together.
I think we should start from Phineas. They should share their experience, how they are charging their e-trucks. Vytautas, will you say something about that? Because when I saw it, it was sun panels you have. Yeah, I don't know, you have storage, power storage things installed already or not, but you have to plan this, yes?
Great example, thank you.
Asta, I don't see you. Okay, thank you for sharing. Okay, one question, one strong question, and let's move forward.
So you buy the hardware somewhere else, and you only provide the software for managing it. How does it actually work for your clients? What's the offer? So you go to Phineas now. What will you offer?
Yeah, it depends on what are you running. If you're running only charge points, we can offer you charge point operating platform, whether for monetization or balancing. If you have PV, solar power plants, we can integrate with that. If you have battery, we can offer battery control as well. It goes on SaaS model, and we try to offer software only for a monthly subscription, but we do sell batteries as well.
Yeah, so one last question, maybe from my private perspective, so I also put the solar panels on the roof, and I also wanted to put battery, and the consultant said, no, it's still not developed, like the price is too big, it will fall, so wait 3 years and then you come back, So my question, very nice vision, is it like just now you can like really find a solution, or is selling the future?
Do I understand correctly, is it the good time to invest in batteries right now?
Not batteries, but how hardware involves into your solution on software. Because now hardware is still not ready, yeah?
I would say it's ready, and it's already selling at great cost.
It's too high, the price.
Yeah, the cost is declining, the battery cost is declining, but we can take the same example from the solar panels. They used to be expensive. It didn't stop anyone from building them and using them and to be first movers. And we think that the battery cost right now is already at a good point to start using them, even at home at lower scale. And it's going to get even more cheaper in the future, of course.
So you'd advise Phineas to start talking now, but actually come back in 2 years? Or
you can wait. You can always wait, but you know how it is with business. If you wait, someone else moves first. So I think it's a good time.
Okay, it was a joke.
So,
thanks.
Rocky, don't listen to the skeptics. I am very interested. Let's talk, because we are investigating with, of course, with Scania, of course, with our partners like Phineas. So we are very interested. So let's talk about after the innovation forum. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Big applause. And final startup, SPEENRGY. Pavel, how it's pronouncing correct, and what kind of solution are you doing?
Okay. Just a moment, okay. Good afternoon. My name is Pavel. It's correctly SPEENRGY. SPEENRGY, yeah.
So SPEENRGY is on the stage.
I'm sorry what happened. It's a slide without my clicks. So I would like to tell you about how to charge an EV whenever it's moving. Yeah. I'm sorry, something happens. Okay. So electric vehicles, it's so innovative, and at the same time, it looks simple. Manufacturers just produced it, and you should to buy it and to drive, to charge and drive again, charge again, drive again, and the same. But in real life, it's not so simple. We have some problems from two sides. We have limited range, lack of public charging stations, problems with batteries, and really expensive R&D investments, some challenges with infrastructure, and we need to do something because EV markets are growing now. It will be grow in next 5 and next 10 years, and we have to change something to make it easier to grow. My solution is a compact wind generator. This is smart wind turbine for EV. And this is only my design and my technology approved by EPO. We have a first patents for our technology. So it provides some benefits. It generates electricity when you move in, so it can provide more than 50% extra range for your EV. Oh, something happened, I'm sorry. And also it reduced size and reduced battery costs. What's happened? My device has a model design, and I can adapt it for all EV types, and it gives you more freedom from charges. It gives you more freedom for moving for a long distance, and also it reduced CO2 emissions every day. So this is full ready for production prototype. My technology, core of my technology is, I'm sorry. Core of my technology is airflow capture system and direct torque transmission mechanism and high-efficient permanent magnet generators that can efficiently generate electricity when you're moving. And it provides a maximum electricity with minimum losses. So this technology, the core of my technology...
I think it's Asta doing to be faster, yeah? You have another clicker and a push.
I really don't know what's happened. It's happened without my...
That's okay. It's,
yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
right. A core of my technology modular, and it gives me opportunity to adapt it for all kind of EV transport. Okay. It's possible to adapt it not only for city cars. It's possible to adapt for private urban mobility, small kind of my device, also for city cars, for public transport, for cargo, for trucks, for medium and high EV drones, also for EV tools, and in future it's possible to adapt it for trains and EV airplanes. So we focused on B2B cooperation. The main idea to have an exclusive license and exclusive contracts with automobile and aviation corporation and with other corporations. So to manufacture and sell device and after-sale services. And it's possible to have users' fees and subscriptions because my device produced electricity and they can pay for this electricity. And payments less than from charging stations. And I hope for now it's a good time for this innovation. For now, in Europe, we need some breakthrough technologies, some breakthrough innovations to accelerate European EV market, EV sector, to have some protection, to have some great future for EV transport in European countries. I have an early stage startup, but we move step by step in future. And for now, we completed our MVP, and we're preparing for first tests. We're ready to produce first prototypes and testing our first prototypes. So for now, we have our first patent published and in this year, and we would like to send documents for other patents, for unitary patent in Europe, and for patents in other key countries in the world. And for now, we're seeking for help, seeking for grants, seeking for opportunities. Yeah, we need some support from huge companies, from EV producers, maybe from companies that find my technology interesting. And we're seeking for grants also, for funds and for cooperations, for further development, to accelerate our development. So I hope you find my technology interesting, and I'm ready for opportunities for cooperation.
Yeah, thank you very much, because your innovation is very real innovation, for us, and at these days it's very interesting. So
maybe it looks...
I am giving mics for jury because I have so many questions to this, but I am out of time, and the fines there is very high, so let's keep it moving.
Do I understand correctly, your business model is B2B, not B2C?
Yeah, B2B. It was suitable for my technology to have a cooperation with car manufacturers, just with manufacturers, not with users, end users.
We discussed a little bit with Karolina. Can you please... okay, my question is, do you already have a patent on your technology, or are you seeking to receive?
No. I have a letter from EPO in this summer. They approved my innovation, and now I'm waiting for final documents for European patent. And then I hope they send me this document at the end of October, maybe in November. And then I move forward. I send documents for other patents, for unitary patent, and maybe for patents in other key countries. So it's really approved. I have an email from EPO that it's approved. And
we trust him. We trust.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So
Let's
if you want, I can send
he applied, and if someone else will do that, so they will tell that he have patent. Yeah. Let's move forward, because it could be installed by
copyright is one of the most important topics here in order to decide to invest or not, and also the innovation, because your business model as B2B, your customer is the biggest worldwide, best known manufacturing companies which working for hundreds of years and so on. So do you truly believe that your product is so unique and solving the problem which cannot be solved by those transport companies which could create the same solution by themselves and integrate to their vehicles?
I am in transport for so many years, from 2003, and I remember that AC was put it like on top on the roof, so it could be put it. You will have e-vehicle, and you can put on the roof, and you can go and produce power.
Yeah, but I expect to receive it while purchasing the truck. So, why the manufacturer should buy the product from?
I'm in love with your idea, really.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. First of all, are you a single founder, or do you have anyone else in your team?
I'm not a single founder. I have 2 co-founders.
Okay, so it's 3 of you in the team.
For now, it's only 3 people.
Okay, so what are the next steps? You got your patent already, right? So what is next in the upcoming year for you and your team? And what you need the help with the most?
The next step, finishing MVP. Maybe if you have a huge support, produced not an MVP, our prototype, because MVP it's so simple model of my device, and to have tests, we need to have tests to show our technology for the world, yeah, to show for people how it's look like, how it's working, how much electricity it can produce in real life, because for now I understand that a lot of people know about solar panel, yeah? It's know how it's work, but people don't know about my technology, about wind turbine. They don't know how it's work, they don't know the opportunities of this technology, they don't know how to use it. And it's really important for hardware startups to show idea in real life. So for now, we really need support with MVP or with prototype and with real-life tests.
My advice to go to aviation. Really, start from aviation.
I'm thinking about it. I thinking about it.
You see how it's complicated with truck owners, yeah?
I'm sorry. You know, in aviation, they used the same technology.
Now the fine you will share with me.
Oh, okay.
No, it's okay. Joking.
Yeah.
Finish your sentence.
Aviation has the similar technology that mine. They used it by maybe 40 years, but this technology looks not like my turbine. This technology, RAT, raw airflow turbine, it's used only for emergency situations. It produced electricity in emergency situation, and I think my device has more opportunities for aviation too.
Yeah, so thank you very much, because our forum is about innovation. So thank you very much, Pavel.
Yeah,
thank you for jury. I hope it was useful. I hope someone will find some partners, some investors, clients as well. So thank you very much. Hopefully not to get too high fine. If you will not see next year, you will understand why I'm not there, yeah? So thank you very much. And now I think that we will have big celebration, yeah? For first time this year, we made like, Gabriela, you will help me or?
Yeah, just wrap it up and then we have a video to show.
All right, so now it will come awards, yeah? So thank you very much. Startup pitch session is over. Thank you, jury.